Hey, it's Jessica, and I am here to tell you I have so much to learn in a very short amount of time, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. When I'm posting this, I'm right at under 700 followers. So if you are seeing this, please give me a follow. Just do it. It's gonna be fun. I promise you, I'm not completely like my life isn't just sales or sales pitching or doing whatever. Okay, so stay tuned. There's more. I also love travel and I love fun things and I love humongous Bloody Marys. I love music. So you'll get a lot of like rock shows and just different stuff, okay? But the one thing I do for myself and for my family, I'm a grandma, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, all the things, and none of those are in any specific order, so nobody get butt hurt when you hear that, okay? So anyway, I do a myriad of things, okay? And a lot of those take a lot of my time. And the one thing that I really am passionate about is kind of having the entrepreneurial spirit, okay? For people who know me firsthand, they know I've come from the restaurant and bar industry, whether that was working for someone else or owning my own places. I have shared ownership and personal ownership of 3 different restaurants / bars, and I even owned a record store at one point in time. So it's like a little retro consignment shop. Super fun, okay? But when the last place closed, which was June of 2018, I've done my time. Let's put it that way. And you're going to look at me and go, wait, you're not... you're not very old or whatever. It's not like you're retired or whatever. I kind of am. I don't know how to put that. I worked my butt off, but I had to put a stop to it because I am a, 21 year cancer survivor. I've been through all that, okay? And I know that sometimes like you hear people talk about their experiences and whatever, and I'm not always trying to like brand myself as like, hey, I'm a cancer survivor. It's amazing that I am, okay? It is. But my body's been through the ringer because of it. I've got a multitude of ailments, and I was just, for lack of better words, I was killing myself, dude. I was killing myself, working way too many damn hours and trying to just make things happen, putting my employees' needs before myself and my own family, and that's terrible. You can't survive doing that. So while there's places and to my people who I love and became family to me over the years, I had to position myself now to where I'm like, okay, my own health, my own family has to come first. Because there's been times where I'm like, ooh, and there's a couple places for sale right now. And I'm like, ooh, I can get back into it. And I'm like, no, stop that. Okay, because this is so much more relaxing. And I have time for myself and for my family and for, my kid and my grandbaby and my husband and just everything. That's where it's at. Okay. And you can look at my profile here. You can tell I do more than one thing. There's some people who sit there and go, hey, why do you do that to yourself and whatever? And I was that person. I'm going to tell you guys, I absolutely was that person. I've been in this industry for 30 years and I'm like, why would you do that to yourself? When you can put all that energy into one company and then you can really, ride the thing. I'm going to tell you why. Because I've been a victim to things closing and changing abruptly, and I was very successful there. And then it was like, hey, wool pulled over your eyes, the rug pulled out from underneath you, and it was done. So now I'm like, I'm not an all my eggs in one basket person. I dabbled while I was trying to find like what worked well for me. I dabbled in some affiliate marketing, different things like that. And that's very much kind of like how things are these days. Everybody's geared towards the TikTok shop. They're becoming content creators. They're different things. And I'm not going to say I'm some fancy content creator or whatever, okay? I know they gave me that little title on Facebook, like digital creator. Everybody has that, okay? So I don't feel special. But I do feel confident coming and talking to you guys as much as I can feel confident, okay? I'm very much laid back. I don't feel like I have to be polished or whatever. I just want to come on and be myself because that's who I am. And if I'm anybody else, the people who know me are going to call me out on my BS, right? So I just got back in town from 2 different conventions, and that sounds nuts, but they were back-to-back weeks, and I was like, well, here we go. And it was kind of cool because I have a bucket list, just like anybody else in this life. And I got a cat playing in a box over there. So if you hear some chaos, that's what's happening. But I was like, I have a bucket list of I want to make 50 states, all 50 states before I hit 50 years old. Well, I'm 48 now. And this was 2 states I'd never been to, and they're right next to each other. So I was able to go to Idaho and Utah and mark them off my list. So I'm here to talk to you about Scentsy today. I'm wearing the shirt. I just got back. Okay, that was my last convention. We just got in last night, in fact. So I'm a little like run down looking and whatever, and I don't care. I don't care. You guys are getting me because I want to talk to you while this is fresh because it's so exciting. Scentsy, I added into my portfolio about a year ago. In fact, I celebrated my 1 year this month. It was kind of cool. I wasn't quite walking the stage, but I did feel accomplished, and I love the community there because I had hit my sensational start level 1. And that's something I'm proud of. I wish I had hit higher. Don't get me wrong. But those things are like achievements and such. And they asked everybody to stand in the room, and there really wasn't many of us. It was a small amount that had achieved that. And I knew that I'm like, hey, look at that. I pulled that off. And there was achievers at home too that were tuning in virtually, but I knew that I had done that. And that felt really cool that they asked us to stand. Now, they did the same for Sensational Start level 2, and then level 3 got to walk across the stage. And I'm like, oh, so close. But I was still proud of that in my first year, that I had achieved that and gotten to stand and got recognized. And the row behind me, who were all like the people who had their badges like this long, were all like, congratulations, and like cheer me on and said that was a big thing. And I'm like, well, I didn't feel like it was very big. I didn't hit my main goal, but I'm like, you know what? They're right. That is amazing. And I should be very proud of that. So kudos to myself because I did that, So all I know is all those amazing moments. And I think anybody who's been in this industry has been in an awards night. If you've been at convention or, a virtual convention or anything else, and you see all the people walking the stage and you're like, why not me? Why? And not like a jealousy, but why not me? Why am I not up there? What do I have to do to get there? And so you dig in deeper and you know the compensation plan, you know the things, and you're like, I have to get there. I'm a shoot for the moon person because then I'm like really proud of how far I got. You don't set small goals. You want to set like those big goals and just overshoot it. Some people are backwards. I like to shoot high. It's just how I am. So anyway, I'm proud of what I achieved. Did I achieve everything I wanted to? No. But guess what? There's so many opportunities here at Scentsy. I'm just like, hey, I'm good. But I watched people walk the stage that had hit like these lifetime achievement goals of $30,000 in sales. Okay. And you're like, that doesn't sound like much. But $30,000 in sales consecutively for a year on end. And there was people, I can't remember if 18 or I think 19 years. There was somebody who hit $30,000 plus in sales 19 years in a row. Scentsy has been around for 22 years. That's impressive as hell. So, and there was multiple people there who have made $1 million lifetime achievements in sales, and I'm just like mind blown. So I've spent 30 years in this industry, as I said. So there was a shift, just like my restaurant thing shifted. I went back into, hey, I know direct sales. It's time to like dig back in. I tried going and working for a couple other people, and then COVID hit, and working for other people, I gotta admit, it just kind of sucks. It sucks. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. And it's not because I don't take direction or don't not. It's just after you have been your own boss for a long time, it's hard. It's hard to go back to not being like, why don't you let me lead you? It is challenging. So it had its own unique set of challenges, and I'm like, okay, I need to figure this out. So as COVID kind of like was dying down and the world was opening back up, could I have gone back? And I was like, yeah, but I'm like, I really don't want to. I can make this work. And so between like this and like door dashing, I don't know. DoorDash gets me out of the house occasionally. I don't do that like any kind of full time or anything like that. Unless I'm like just really pimping towards a goal to go pay for a convention or something, then we talk. But yeah, so the world is shifting, and these 20 somethings are really showing us like how it's done, okay? But we're the OGs. That's all I'm going to tell you. We're the OGs. So for other people who are like, we're the original gangsters, we know what's up. Us in the direct sales industry, we built this, okay? You guys are just kind of drawn off of what we have done. So we've laid the groundwork. You guys are learning it. You're happy with these little bitty small checks, like, oh my God, I made $1.35 off of whatever today. And I'm like, what the hell? Why are you excited about that? Don't get me wrong. Money's money, okay? Money is money. But we're opening up the TikTok shop. And however that looks, and I figure it out. But it's going to happen August 1st for Scentsy, okay? My one company already has it. I'm working on my followers. Like I said, I'm almost up to 700 followers, so I need some more. Hit follow, please. But, so if you've been with Scentsy in the past, or maybe you haven't, here's what I like about Scentsy, okay? It's not interfering with what you're already doing if you're already doing something. Unless you are like a very close competitive brand, okay? And if you are, and maybe you're a little, I'm not trying to convince you, but let's say that your brand that you do maybe candles or something with wax or whatever is not actively doing something such as TikTok shop work, you might want to consider if it's not giving you what you need and filling the cup, and maybe you do want to come and check out Scentsy. That's your own prerogative, okay? I'm not trying to steal people from other companies or whatever. That is not my thing. But what I'm going to tell you is, can you be a consultant and do the TikTok shop and yes, okay? I have a couple avenues for you. This is one of those moments where we should talk, because these things can help you count toward your lifetime sales, your lifetime achievements, your commission levels. And even though you're getting paid out your TikTok sales portion from TikTok, is my understanding, okay? I'm not schooled in this yet, so do not like quote all these things. But your initial sale, your commission would come from TikTok. And if you sell over a certain achievable amount that month and whatever else, then the rest of your remainder commission would be picked up by Scentsy, okay, is the bottom line. That's how that would work, if you're picking up what I'm throwing down and all that good stuff. Don't just settle for these little checks. Okay, if you're like, hey, this is time to play big. It's time to get in the ring, because the 20-somethings are teaching us something, even though we've taught them something. It's like not quid pro quo. What am I thinking? We are benefiting each other, definitely. Like, mom learned something from the daughter, and then now the daughter's learning something from the mom, and like the complete circle of life is happening in this space, in social media, okay? We're the original like social sellers, whether you are somebody who was knocking door to door trying to sell china, or maybe a Hoover vacuum back in the day. I don't want to say any specific companies that could get me in trouble here. But anyway, if you were like a door-to-door salesman, because they've had them for everything. Encyclopedias, holy crap. This is where I'm telling you I'm aging myself. But if you've ever, anybody who's ever laid the groundwork for being door-to-door salesman, and then some of that stuff phased out. Encyclopedias, I don't know. I'm sure you can find them at a library or something. I don't think people actually buy them anymore, but you get what I'm saying. We have Google and all that. But was Google and all that taught by the encyclopedia? Sure, you have AI, you have all those things at play these days, which is scary and amazing at the same time. While I'd like to say that I'm completely against AI, because it's hard, isn't it? We aren't getting on social media or doing shit or looking for directions or doing anything without the assistance of AI. It's there. And unless you like literally go off grid and go live in the middle of nowhere, and we're just at the mercy of it, okay? So we can limit how much we really use it as much as we can and do like personal control, but you're not getting around it. It's here, it's real. it's controlling a lot of things, and it is going to essentially control how our wallets operate, so you can either be on board with it and go, hey, it's what it is. Because I admit it, I'm a little bit of a tree hugger. I don't like some of the things that I feel these things are doing to our planet. Okay, so I limit my usage. I do the different things, but I'm also not being completely just stone cold stupid about things like, hey, I can get by with nothing and still make it. I know that it's going to dictate and come into my life somehow. That's just all there is to it. So if you're like, hey, let's talk, past Scentsy consultants, people who are interested in an opportunity, and you're hearing like, hey, I need more ways to not have to go into a 9 to 5 or a 2 to 12 or whatever it is. We are all looking for extra income. That's all there is to it. Income in general. There's some people who have zero income and they're like, what the hell am I doing? How am I going to do it? Guess what? This is how you can do it. Home decor is everywhere, guys. Home decor is everywhere. And I just sit there and think about it in so many levels. I didn't realize like how big the opportunity of Scentsy really is. And going through like home office and everything, and they're talking about like all these, you think of like Pinterest, like the boards, and how this person's house is a maximalist and this person's house is a minimalist, and somebody really likes florals and somebody really likes the woodsy look or whatever. There is literally something for everybody here. Everybody likes to decorate their damn home. And everybody wants a home to decorate, right? So there you go. There's, you need money, or you need to decorate with the money you have, or maybe you need to save on the decorations by selling it. I have opportunity. There's ways that Scentsy fits into your life, okay? And all I gotta say is, why not you? Why not you? You know what? Maybe you need me, and maybe I need you. I don't know. This has been like one of those deep thoughts with Jess moments, okay? But let's get real about it. We all have to survive right now. And I'm not about just surviving. I want to thrive too, okay? And you know what? I feel like I do okay, but I'd like to do better. I'd like to do better. I don't know about you all, but I don't think I've ever talked to one person who's like, no, I got enough. It's cool. I don't need any more in my life. Not even there's no one I think that can say that. So not even the richest of the rich. They're not going to be like, hey, even the richest of the rich have their ear to the floor for opportunity, is all I'm going to tell you. And we're all just trying to figure it out. So if you'd like to come figure it out with me, there's plenty of free training that I'm about to undergo myself as well. We're just going to rip off the damn Band-Aid and we're going for it, okay? So I'm not sure exactly where I'm posting this. I think I really kind of talked it up like, hey, I'm posting this on TikTok. But this may be more of a YouTube. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I think some of these people don't like hearing each other's names on the social media, so hopefully I don't like get blacklisted for talking about different social media techniques on different social media platforms. I don't know, but quit fooling yourself. We all need more. So when I stepped outside of the beauty realm and I went, hey, I'm tired of all these like manufacturing issues, different shit and whatever. I could not take it no more. I was like, I have been through the ringer, up and down and back and forth, and closures and buildings burning down, and you just name it. This is a no joke, okay? I don't want to bad talk any company because I just can't. I can't and I won't. But I've been through it, okay? And for people who have been spectating and watching that are my own personal followers and friends and stuff, they've probably been like, she's all over the place and that girl don't know shit of what she wants and whatever. I want to thrive, okay? And the people who spectate or talk smack on me, guess what? They're not paying my bills. They're not. I am. My husband, myself, we're the ones paying our bills, okay? So I'm trying to figure it out. And I figured out already, like, Even though beauty industry has always been my strong suit and I still love it and I'm still there, okay, it wasn't enough. I needed to add. So I did. And this is kind of cool because one of the biggest sales days, one day of sales that I ever had in my life in my 30 years in this industry came from Scentsy. This has opened up the door. I'm not saying that the beauty industry couldn't, and especially who I have worked with, hasn't served both men and women. But there's not a lot of men who are like, yeah, I went and supported that company. They're just weird about it, okay? You guys need to get over yourself, by the way. It's really goofy, okay? It's a unisex industry. There's a lot that's geared toward women, don't get me wrong. But if there's a whole, like, slew of men's products, guess what? It's designed for both of you. Get over yourself. But here we are. Scentsy can be both for the women and the men to come and sell, for the men and the women to come and enjoy, because we all decorate in our spaces. And I can tell you some of the top dogs at Scentsy are indeed men. They are men, husband and wife teams, you name it, okay? And my husband's joining in the fun with me now because he's ready to retire. We're ready to do the things, and we're ready to put in the work it's going to take to make this ship sail, or for the plane to lift, okay? We're ready for that tailwind, whatever it is, to lift us up. And if anybody was at SFR, which is the Scentsy Family Reunion, you know the amazing speech that Orville Thompson, our CEO, gave us. And I've gathered a little bit of inspiration from him for that little tidbit I just gave you guys. It's time. So, join us. I will talk to you later. You all have a fabulous one. You reach out to me. I'm going to put my link my link is always in my bio, okay? So if you found this video and you found this profile wherever I posted it, you can find my information, okay? If not, just Google me, Scentsy with Jessica Ferguson. I look forward to working with you. Have a great day.